1607 states, I have absolute immunity as a corporation. So even if they were able to convince the U.S. District Courts that you are actually a corporate entity, then under Title 28 USC 1608, you have absolute immunity. And this is what the law said. These are federal laws. These are the codes of the United States. Next, Title 28 USC 1602 through 1611 is the Sovereign Immunities Act. The Sovereign Immunities Act allows the jurisdiction of the court to be challenged, and it demands that the proper jurisdiction be stated. So whenever you go into a courtroom, you can always question the validity of their jurisdiction. If you don't feel that they have jurisdiction because you're an indigenous Native American and you never stood in front of anybody and took an oath to this country, or any country for that matter, you never did any of those things, you can question their jurisdiction. Therefore, once questioning their jurisdiction, they're supposed to have a jurisdictional hearing to prove their case. And as they try to prove, you have your case ready to prove your position. Next, we have, under the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 12b-6, the prosecution has failed to provide adequate proof that the parties involved in this situation are actually corporate entities. They have to provide ample proof that the prosecution and other agents are actually corporations. This is under the Civil Rules of Procedure 12b. Then we have the statement from 1950. The 81st Congress investigated the Lawyer's Guide, which still exists today. Then it determined that the Bar Association was founded and ran by communists under definition of the terms within their guide. And thus, any elected official that is a member of the Bar Association will only be loyal to the bar and not to the people. So it's very difficult to get justice in these situations and to come out of it squeaky clean, so to speak. But we have to learn the ways of the wild, so to speak, because these people are wild and crazy. So we're Muslim. We're supposed to be above and beyond in our character and our understanding, and all success is from Allah, not from any court case that we put together. Ultimately, it is Allah who is our guide. It is Allah who is our protector. It is Allah who's going to give us victory over any oppression, whether it is in this life or the next. So that's all I had to say as it relates to the codes, the titles, and protecting yourselves from undue influence, abuse of power, fighting whatever kind of case it is that you need to fight. And we'll come and give more instructions as it relates to those things and how to take these rules, take these laws that I've just read, and put them to use to protect and destroy whatever case you have. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وأشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت وأستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.